Israel's military said on Thursday that it found the body of a hostage, Yehudit Wise. This was in northern Gaza next to the Shifa hospital. Her body is going to be repatriated to her family in Israel, said the military. Now, they found her as part of these ongoing raids into the Shifa hospital. Israel says that Hamas uses this hospital as a command and control center and is coming under increasing pressure to find evidence that this is actually a command center. The United States also says it has intelligence that speaks to this. So far, Israel has produced images of what it says are weapons found inside the hospital, as well as duffel bags of RPGs, as well as grenades. And they say that they have found underground tunnels, but they have not provided evidence to show that it is actually a command center. Hamas has negated these allegations, saying that they don't use it for their operations. When Israel entered the Shifa hospital, it said that it took medics as well as Arabic speakers in order to assist. The hospital has had no fuel for days. Doctors said that it's resulted in the death of at least 40 people, including 3 premature babies. There are another 36 babies whose lives are hanging in the balance because there is no electricity. Now, Israel's raid into this hospital is part of its efforts to consolidate power in northern Gaza, and it does appear that it is now looking to expand its military operations to the south of Gaza. On Thursday, people in the south said that leaflets were being dropped from the air telling them in certain areas to leave and go elsewhere. But I spoke to people in southern Gaza, and they were asking the question, where are they supposed to go? There's no safe place. Israel had told people to move from the north to the south, but now there are hundreds of thousands of people in the south unsure of where they should go. Also on Thursday, power was once again cut in Gaza. There were no telecommunications. It makes it hard for people to communicate with each other and for aid groups to bring assistance. Now, for the first time since the war began, the United Nations Security Council passed a resolution for urgent and expanded humanitarian pauses. These resolutions are binding. However, some countries don't necessarily abide by them. Israel has refused to do a ceasefire, but it has agreed to do these daily humanitarian pauses where people can move from the north to the south, and it has also agreed to let some assistance in through Egypt. For the first time on Wednesday, it let in about 24,000 liters of fuel. It had previously rejected fuel coming in because it said Hamas was going to use it for its operations. But aid groups say that this is just a drop in the ocean. The fuel that's coming in is supposed to be used by the United Nations for about 600,000 people sheltering in its buildings. Israel also said that it's going to create these kilometer-wide safe zones in the south where it's not going to conduct airstrikes. Aid groups have also pushed back on that, saying that unless all of the parties agree to these safe zones, it will likely cause more harm than good. Sam Mednick with the Associated Press for CGTN in Jerusalem.